What's up guys, it's Jake with TN Tac, coming at you with another special video. Today, we're doing the top 5 upgrades you need to get for the PSA Jakl. So the PSA Jakl, this came out just a few months back, just in the late spring, early summer. This little sweet long stroke piston driven AR is definitely been a lot of fun to shoot. We did a first shots video earlier on. Make sure to check out the link in the description. We had a lot of fun with it and we spent a lot of time on the intro. We've had a chance to shoot it quite a bit now, about 400 to 500 rounds, roughly through, of different types of ammo. And there's a lot of good things we like. Right now, we're going to focus on some of the good things you need to definitely consider getting to make this the best it can be. We're about 50 feet away from those steel targets. We will be shooting those, but we are using Norma frangible ammo for all of our shooting, especially on steel. Very safe, just breaks right apart. And it really doesn't hurt steel or really cause much shrapnel or anything. So good stuff. Great for shooting within these close ranges safely. Starting with number 5, getting a red dot. Obviously they don't give you any typical iron sights or anything built into it. You definitely need to get some kind of optics. In this case, we chose a Sig Romeo 5 red dot. The Sig Romeo red dot, one of your more based red dots out there.
It's a good red dot.
I mean, it's good. It's overall good quality. You have to get some sort of optics, whether it's an EOTech, heck, even an ACOG or something else, Holostone, Sig, whatever. Get something worthwhile, because this gun should be treated as if it's worthwhile. You know, the world's kind of crazy. There's a lot of chaos, a lot of corruption. It's important to blend in with your surroundings. Lately, there's been a lot of talk about trying to become what's known as the gray man, and I believe in it. I chose to be the gray man and follow that tradition. I think I nailed it.
Turns even grayer when it wicks your sweat away.
Available now on teespring.com. Link down below in the description. Number 4 is going to have to be to get some sort of a hand stop like we have here, or possibly even like an angled foregrip, whatever your pleasure is. Or honestly, I mean, if you don't want to get that one, this is more of an optional upgrade. Some people like to just take it and just get up in there and C-clamp. With that being said, do not, that sounds weird. Do not.
Please, can we make that a thing? Can you just say it like that from now on?
Do not.
No, do it the other way.
Do not put a vertical foregrip. You do that and you will get a one-way ticket to have your dog shot by the ATF. Do not do it. Other than that though, the choice is yours. Me personally, I recently started using these Magpul hand stops, and I gotta say, I'm really liking it. Just to find your hand right exactly where it needs to be, the way God intended every single time. It's a nice feature. And that's why, did you just fart? And that's why the hand stop or some sort of angled foregrip or something down here is going to be number 4. Travis, what's next? Number 3?
Full height slash laser.
So number 3 is going to have to be to get some sort of mounted light or laser or a combination of both. See, the thing about the PSA Jakl is it does feature a monolithic rail. The only part that's actually connected separately is this bottom portion of the rail, but as far as the top goes of the upper receiver, it is all one solid piece all the way through. Now there's a lot of benefits of that. For example, you can basically mount your optics anywhere on the top rail without having to worry about bridging some sort of handguard. But more importantly, you can actually hold 0 regardless of where you mount things. And that means if you put, say, an infrared laser, maybe an infrared emitter, or whatever you put on here is going to stay, you don't have to worry about losing that 0. Because of that monolithic rail, number 3 is going to have to be to get some sort of laser or light or a combination of those two. Number 2.
That was number 2.
No, what was number 3?
Different grip.
Number 2 is going to have to be to get a different actual grip here, different pistol grip. We have chosen one of the Hogue rubberized grips, very nice, but of course you can go with anything from Magpul or any other company. I will say this, that the grip that the PSA Jakl comes with is just your standard basic A2 grip, where it's got that ugly huge triangular notch right there between your fingers, and it's extremely uncomfortable if you're gripping it really hard. Me personally, being a man of culture, I do like to have a nice rubberized stippling here, as well as these good grooves, so that no matter how sweaty my hands might actually get, I can properly take a firm grip of it and stay true to my point of aim.
My sweet baby God, that's a lot of gas coming out downwards.
Yeah.
That was a big concussion.
So honorable mention is going to have to be to get a sling. You'll notice that we do not have a sling right now at this particular moment, and that's because due to the placement of the QD attachment points here, we found it rather difficult to actually attach a sling here where I would like to have it and actually pull the charging handle back. The placement of this QD attachment point, I don't really like it because you're going to hit it with the finger there. I don't know if we should do the sling as the top 5 upgrades because it's kind of a problem because that QD point is right there. As you pull back with your finger naturally like this, you're going to bump into that QD point, that QD attachment point there, and it gets caught half the time as well.
I actually knocked off a little bit of skin on one of my knuckles with it.
Yeah, we actually broke the QD attachment point. That's also why it's not on there.
It touched my knuckle. What'd you expect?
Yeah. One might say, well, TN Tac, you can always adjust this charging handle to go to the other side because it is ambidextrous, and just have it be more of like an AK setup where you charge it back here, but keep your attachment right there for the sling. That's an option, but the point I'm trying to make is I shouldn't have to do that.
To be honest, I'm not much of a sling fan anyway. I know it's great for hanging on to it when you have to hold it for a long period of time.
She's a heavy. So number 1 of our top 5 list, it's probably pretty obvious right now. It's going to have to be suppressor. So the PSA Jakl, it was meant to be suppressed. It really has. Because of that long stroke system that's put in here, you don't have any of that gas blowing back into your face as you fire rounds. Because of that, plus the fact that it is a shorter barrel at 10.5 inches, it makes a perfect host for a suppressor. So if you've ever ran a regular AR-15 with a gas impingement system, you'll know it is kind of not so fun because every time you fire, you're getting blasted with gas in your face. But with the PSA Jakl,
I hear some people are into that.
no blowback of gas in your face. That makes having a suppressor be your number 1 upgrade you need to get to make the PSA Jakl the best they can be. Guys, if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Did you pick up a PSA Jakl? What do you think about these upgrades? I'd love to hear from you. We will see you next time.
In the magical world of David the Gnome.
5 upgrades you need to get for the PSA Jakl. All right.
That's Patreon content right there.